It's a video where I actually get to talk about Bladeguard. It's best elites.
Is it Bladeguard?
Always.
Welcome back to the Kieran Show. My name's Kieran. His name is Kieran. Never gets old. And this week we are talking about your army's best elite.
Yeah.
End of video.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is everything's elite. So you're talking your 3-man units, maybe some of them are 5-man units, looking at you Orks.
Yes.
Basically wall-to-wall.
Elites.
Bladeguard.
Good. Mainly Bladeguard. Excellent.
Your army's best Bladeguard. That should be the title.
I just don't think I want it. I just don't think I want it.
No, I would never live it down.
No, absolutely not. But yeah, we've done a few of these now. We've gone through HQ, we've gone through troops. I think we did heavies? Or is heavies next?
Heavies is next. We've done these like together.
Yeah, smart.
So depending on release order. You might see that one in a few weeks.
You'll see both of them eventually, which is important.
But before we go any further, please like and subscribe. Get 25k subs in 25.
Would be the best.
Get the tagline. Because if we don't, it's 26k in 26. You know the game? 27 in 27.
Which is gross.
And one day, the stars will align and we were like, we got 32 in 32!
It happened, look at us go.
We've been prattling on the internet about it for like 6 years.
But yeah, no, we've had a nice little trajectory over the last 6-12 months. It's been very, very fun indeed. And we couldn't have done it without you. So yeah, big love to you. Thanks so much for all your support.
If you are new here, there are other Your Army's best things.
Yeah, go and have a look in the catalogue. We got loads of videos.
Yeah, there's receipts back there.
Yeah, the thing is, you're here now. Don't go look at the oldest ones because my God.
Your haircuts.
Yeah, I've undergone some changes aesthetically.
Right, let's stop waffling and start talking about units.
Indeed. What have we got first?
I will go first, and first up, it's the Ceramite.
The Ceramite?
Some Ceramite. It's the Dark Angels.
Oh, that is some Ceramite.
Deathwing Knights.
Yes.
Terminators.
Oh, that's good. Phonetically, I wasn't sure. Yeah, good.
I can see the cogs turning in your mind.
What do letters mean?
Yeah.
Nice. I think it's a very solid choice. I'm surprised. Hold on. Are Inner Circle Companions elites?
Maybe. I just really like the Deathwing Knights. I love the whole aesthetic for Deathwing Knights. Like we do these lists not solely based on the models. Like there's lore and everything else around it, and like the lore for anything Deathwing is just up here.
Yeah.
Inner Circle Companions probably, if you're doing this based on just miniatures, are probably better.
Yeah, sure.
But you add in everything else, the Deathwing Knights just sit on the top for me. And to be honest, if you're running any normal Space Marines, just get your hobby knife and cut the Dark Angels bits off and run them as Assault Terminators. Right. That's my first pick. What's your first pick?
My first pick is the Adeptus Custodes.
The Army of Elites.
Oh,
did you just pick the army?
I mean, yes. There's a lot to unwrap here, but the two of my favourites here. There's two honourable mentions. One's an obvious pick. The obvious pick is quite clearly the Alaris Terminators.
These are the Terminators that are like they're in a boy band and then they can split off.
Yeah, I
think that's called the rule.
That is the rule. Yeah, and when they come together, the rule is called Backstreet's Back. All right.
There's a better reach there. It's called In Sync.
God damn it.
Yeah, Alaris Terminator is very cool.
Very cool. Don't try and mend it now. Nice. The Alaris Terminators. Alternatively, I've actually gone with the Venatari squad, which are super cool.
Are they the horrible resin things?
I'll be honest, there's a lot of horrible duty resin stuff for Custodes, but they all still really look cool. And also, honourable mention again.
You can't have three.
No, fine. I'm over it.
What's the other honourable mention?
No, it doesn't matter. I'll mention it in the Heavies video. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so my pick for Adeptus Custodes are the Alaris Terminators. Speaking of Custodes...
It's a great segue into this week's sponsor, Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus.
Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus is the gateway to the 41st millennium from the palm of your hand. Seize your opportunity to show off your tactical prowess in a strategic turn-based battlefield setting. You can play as 18 different factions totaling more than 80 of your favourite champions from the world of Warhammer 40,000, including the new addition of the Emperor's finest, the Adeptus Custodes. Utilise the Golden Guardians of Terror and exist to protect and defend, safeguarding the Sol system to eternity. Stronger than the Space Marines, the Custodes are hard-hitting melee specialists who will batter your enemies on the front line in the name of the Emperor. In an ever-evolving experience, you can curate your strategies and take the fight to the enemy in multiple thematic campaigns, or guild up and fight alongside your friends. With consistent additions of brand new and exciting content, there's never been a better time to play. So click the link in the description below or use the QR code on the screen right now and join the fight today. Thank you to Warhammer 40,000 Tacticus for sponsoring this video.
Next up for me, Imperial Knights. Doesn't exist.
Yeah, they don't have a really an elite unit.
No.
They're all kind of heavy.
Here we go.
Okay. Next up, I've got Daemons, which is also kind of poopy. Really wish they had a codex. That'd be cool.
You got a free index 2.0. What do you want?
I mean, yeah,
A
that's
whole
it.
book with lore and cool pictures.
Mainly just everything. But for this, I chose the Blood Crushers.
Which ones are they?
They are the ones with the blood letters riding on the Juggernauts.
So cavalry, not elite.
That's an elite.
That's cavalry, Kieran.
I feel like there's a very fine line here.
Yeah, and and all of these videos, you flip-flop over the line each way. You pick the Atalan Jackals for the best heavy thing, spoilers, and they're not heavy.
Look, there's a very clear confusion all of a sudden. If it was best fast attack, which we can't do because there's not a thing anymore, I might have put it in there.
What have you picked for your, in brackets, elites?
Blood Crushers.
Fine. Don't want to pick the Fiends?
No, because they look horrible.
They look like something out of your nightmares.
Yeah, well, yes. Dreams, nightmares, it's subjective, but yes, you'll go.
Right, after Kieran's utter nonsense of not picking an elite unit, I'll bring it home, I'll rescue the video with Orks.
Oh, nice.
It's the Mega Knobs.
Interesting.
I can tell by your reaction you don't agree with me.
Maybe it's the argument about
Don't come at me with that! They are not heavies!
Squeak Hog Boys would be cooler.
Fast attack.
Maybe I just should run more fast attack armies.
There's nothing to not love about Mega Knobs.
No,
Aside from maybe building the kit, because it's a little
the
old.
Tank Buster kit's cool.
No, it's the Mega Knobs, Kieran. It's my pick, not yours.
Well, pardon
Mum
me.
said it's my turn on the Xbox.
Sorry.
Yeah, Mega Knobs really cool. Just the idea of they needed to get into bigger suits, and they just got into this like alien style walker.
I like the idea
thing.
that they built the armor around the Orks. They just built them into it.
Yeah, like in my mind, like there's an Orc that goes, "I want to be a Mega Knob," like it commits. Then they build the armor around it. Not he gets in and out. Like he is now just Mega Knob.
I like the idea that you went, I want to be a Mega Knob. Like I'm just imagining this like Orcs themed careers fair where they're just like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
They're just like, I want to be a Mega Knob, and then like the big boss is just like, you won't better go to the toilet.
Yeah, well, I imagine they probably still do. There ain't nothing stopping those. Anyway, what's next? Astra Militarum. This was quite a difficult one.
Well, as long as you didn't pick anything that's riding a horse.
Because I love Death Riders. So for the Elite's choice, I went with the clear pick, which was the Kasrkin.
Well, it happened finally. You picked a correct pick.
I did it. To be fair, my Custodes pick was solid. It's hard to dispute it.
Yeah.
Because they're Terminators.
Yeah.
It's sort of a cheap pick.
Kasrkin are very cool. The new minis are really good as well.
Yeah, I'll be honest, all of the new Guard stuff has been fire, so great time. Yep, that's on the internet.
Just
We like Guard now.
Only if it's Krieg.
Only if it's Krieg. Death Riders.
If I could run an army of just Kasrkin, I feel that's the Tempesta Scions though.
Wouldn't really be an army, would it?
No, it would just mean me buying all of the Kasrkin in the Warhammer shop.
Yeah. Something I'm not going to rule it out for you. I'll be honest. I'm not going to.
I've done stupider things.
Yeah, I'll say. I know.
Right.
Okay.
Next up, Eldari.
Okay.
Hard picks here.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun ones.
So also, with Eldari, I had to play fast and loose with the definition of elites.
Oh, sorry. It's fine for you. Yeah, sure.
Because by my definition, are aspect warriors elites?
In my opinion, yeah.
Well, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. So.
Okay.
I went with Wraith Knights.
I love
Wraith
Knight.
Wraith Blades.
Nice. I was like, Wraith Knight is a big thing. Yeah, Wraith Blades. Sure.
The things
fine.
with the shields and the axes.
Sure.
Just the idea that they're dead in this suit thing. Yeah, they're dead people.
Oh. Well. I mean,
you are getting an education today.
You mean cavalry is an elite? Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
Maybe fire dragons could have been considered an elite, but
yeah.
They're just so small.
Are they the aspect warriors you would have picked?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just because of the game I played against a guy that ran 10 fire dragons and literally every vehicle I had he looked at went, take it off the board.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Cool.
And for Wagon. It's in charge of him.
Allman Gowan.
I don't like Dark Reapers.
Unbelievable take. Next up, speaking of space off in space, Drukhari.
Well, there's only one pick here, Kieran.
Yeah, these guys desperately need a refresh. Desperately. There was some hot butt, some steaming garbage potato minis in here that I don't want to see ever again.
What did you pick?
Incubi.
Thank God.
Obviously.
I had visions of you picking like mandrakes or something.
Well, they're newer, and even that, none of them look different to each other.
No, they don't.
Yeah, very disappointing.
Incubi, very cool.
They are cool. Yeah, I'd like to see them in some more dynamic poses with like an updated Drazar. That would be really sick.
We don't need an updated Drazar. We just got one.
Did we?
Like 4 years ago.
Nah, times have changed. Move on. Make it bigger. Make it cooler. That's it. That's the tweet.
That's your motto for everything in life. Make it bigger. Make it faster.
Yeah, but absolutely right.
Right, where shall I go next? Let's crush you into oblivion. Tau Empire.
I am concerned.
Why? What would you pick?
For elites?
Yeah, for our resident Tau player, what would you pick?
I don't know. Your
Crisis suits.
A crisis suit's elites?
Yeah.
I suppose they would be. Yeah, it's
There's an argument they're vehicles.
Well, they are vehicles, so that's why I was confused. But yeah, no, the obvious pick.
They're just cool. Like the whole Gundam theming for Tau is the best bit of the army.
Yeah, Kieran likes Tau, confirmed.
I was trying to mask it there.
Didn't mask it very well.
They could do with a new crisis suit kit though. It's awful to build.
I don't know. I think there's much worse kits in Tau. So
there's much worse kits in Warhammer in general to build.
That's not really where I was going, but sure. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I think that, I don't know, things like stealth suits and maybe some of the tanks and even some of the other newer elite options I think are pretty good. Recruit Rampages are pretty good. I really like those.
No. They're
good.
Cavalry.
I've just got a thing with cavalry. Hang on.
I mean, I did probably technically.
Have I got? Oh, I do have. I have got more.
Someone didn't read the brief in the Trello card.
It just went, it seems like cavalry. Good.
So I came up with that idea for a video and you went, yes, I'm going to do my own thing.
Well, got to bring the sauce. Here I am. But yes, it has to be crisis suits, I think you're right.
Pretty elite, I think.
I mean, yeah, hyper elite, I'd say, which is great. But again,
some might say vehicles.
They are vehicles. It's in the wording. It's in the keywords. Next up, I've got Space Marines.
Bring it home, come on.
Oh well. I'll bring it home for the Space Marine fans. It's the Desolation Marines. Obviously,
don't do this.
Don't tempt me, Frodo. It is the Bladeguard. Obviously, I hate how much Kieran goes on about it, even to the point where I'm starting to come off Bladeguard. But it has to be undisputed. It's Bladeguard. The concept of having sword and board across the army. Let's say you're a Black Templars player and you've got Bladeguard, Sword Brethren, and Assault Terminators using the Deathwing Knight kit. Sword and board everywhere. Yes, please. Great time. What a time to be alive. Unbelievable.
You finally growing up, realising the Bladeguard are the best.
I finally come home.
Sticking with the Ceramite.
Oh, yeah.
Black Templars.
Okay. Oh, is it the thing I just mentioned?
Yeah, Bladeguard. I had to pick him, didn't I?
There it is. Is it Bladeguard or is it Sword Brethren?
Bladeguard.
Over Sword Brethren.
Sword Brethren are troops.
Are they? They're an elite's choice, aren't they?
No.
A sword.
They're just like
They're a 5-man unit.
Yeah, but they're like Desolation Marines. Oh yeah. It's still Bladeguard.
Everyone watching these videos are like idiots. Both of them are idiots.
But you paint Black Templars Bladeguard in black because that works. They look really cool.
You can't pick black. You can't pick Bladeguard twice.
Watch me.
Do Sword Brethren.
No, Bladeguard next.
Damn. All right, fine. Grey Knights.
Bladeguard. If you didn't pick the Paladins, we're going to have a problem.
I actually went with Terminators. I went with Terminators.
Why? Why have you done this?
And it's only because I like the idea of Paladins. I think the Paladins are cool, and objectively they are cooler. But
why didn't you pick them?
Because they just don't hold up as well as the Terminators.
It's the same kit.
No, no.
They're built out of the same box.
No, brother.
They're just Terminators with more flavour.
Do us a favour, G-dubs. Just fix this mindless bickering and just make some new make some new Grey Knights. Please save us. Your own.
Imagine the scenes on the Sunday preview.
We'll both be bankrupt. There is no other army in Warhammer that we're both so united on. We're just like, we're doing it.
Just imagine, Sunday preview, you've got new Caldor Drago, and underneath you've got Grey Knights Bladeguard.
Grey Knights Bladeguard, of course.
What a time to be alive that'll be. Is it my go?
Yes.
Cool. Emperor's Children.
Okay.
There's only one pick here.
What's that?
Flawless Blades.
Why are they elites?
Because there's only 3 of them.
You've got me. Yeah, immediately you've got me. Pants down. Excellent. Good.
Obviously not built really with the cone heads.
Yeah, cone heads aside.
Build with the curtain mouth.
Curtain mouth. Nice.
I don't know how to describe the
bit
that comes in that box.
A grouping of words. Can't move past that.
Yeah, there isn't a lot to say more.
Curtain mouth.
Not a lot more we can say on Flawless Blades, to be fair anyway.
God's
Your go.
Next up is the Adepta Sororitas.
It's an army of not elite, isn't it? Their elite unit is the Emperor. And like him just healing them randomly.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, there are some really cool elite units, but they all look very similar to Battle Sisters. Technically, they're all battle. I suppose you could argue that for Space Marines as well, but
whoa.
I did
heresy.
Oh no, of course. Yeah, no, that makes sense. Me being, that is in keeping with the Emperor, isn't it? If I say something logical, it's like, nah, wrong, heresy. I actually went with the Celestial Sacrosanct.
Mason board.
Yeah. Absolutely right. What I would really like to see actually is if you put on the Zephyrim squad or the Seraphim squad the spear or the halberd and the board. I think that looks so cool.
That would look kind of cool.
That would look sick.
I kind of want to see it now.
Yeah, how sick is that? Please somebody do that. If you haven't already, do it now.
We could get a Sisters army.
I'll kit bash him if you paint him.
Nope.
No, it's dead. Immediately
dead before it started.
Dead before it started. There you go. Cool. You'll go.
Death Guard.
Oh yeah.
Death Shroud. Enough said.
Yeah,
It's a 3-man elite unit of Terminators with scythes.
Yeah, it's hard to disagree.
Blightlord Terminators are also really cool.
But they don't have scythes.
They don't have scythes, and they're not like this really weird bodyguard unit that Mortarion and friends have.
Mortarion and friends. Like the Sesame Street, but just smellier.
Yeah, it's like Oscar the Grouch, but like he spawned more people.
Oh yeah, it literally is. Yeah. Oscar and friends.
Yeah, Death Shroud. Also just, I want to paint these one day. They're just really cool minis.
They are lush. They are really, really cool.
What have you got?
Keeping in chaos, it's the Thousand Suns.
They only have one elite's choice.
Which are?
Zangor Enlightened.
Oh, the goats, baby. Let's go. Yeah, unfortunately.
They're elite if you take them in the massive brick you can now.
Yeah, you can have a whole army of goats if you want to. But in this instance, I did go with the Scarab Cult Terminators. Not because I like them.
Because it's the only option.
But just because I have to, which is a shame.
The concept of them is cool, though.
It's not even the concept. We've seen them in Space Marine 2. We know they have the potential to be great.
I'm waiting for you to do your 2-minute tirade on why it should be Kenetai Blades or whatever they're called.
Oh, yeah! They should be in 40k! Yeah, give Rubrics like a more elite unit and give them twin Akimbo Blades. Bring Kenetai back, please. Please!
Who's Kenetai?
I just want some more Heresy Thousand Suns back because
you just want to play Heresy.
That's peak Thousand Suns.
Next up for me, Chaos Knights. Doesn't exist. Next.
That's a real shame, isn't it? Real shame. Next up, I've got Space Wolves.
Another time of recording, you can pick the new things.
Yeah, I can pick the new things, and it's quite intimidating that I can pick the new things. There's so many good options.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here? Probably Wolfguard?
Wolfguard what?
What are the ones with the axes and the shields? They're like Bladeguard, but not like Bladeguard.
Head takers.
Head takers! I think it's going to be head takers over the Terminators, purely because they've got man's best friend in their little pups as well.
The little pupsters.
The little pupsters. And I think
they are unbelievable miniatures.
They are. And I really like the idea that you can double up as well. So 6 dogs and 6 guys. That's sick. Like a 12-man unit.
You could take 18 of them.
Huh?
You can run them in units of 6.
Oh, I don't know why, but my soft brain just went, a whole unit? No, I just went, yeah, I got so excited for nothing. Like, immediately pulled myself back in. Yeah, I think it has to be head takers. They're sick.
We haven't seen a lot of lore or anything around them. Like, the Wolfguard Terminators are really cool. Like, like Space Wolves love Terminators in general, don't they?
Kieran, we have mentioned Terminators. I've got to say, like...
Not as much as Bladeguard.
Well, yeah, and head takers are just Bladeguard.
Well, what's really funny, we've essentially picked Bladeguard 3 times.
Yeah, Bladeguard and Terminators. That's the...
Oh, and you picked Baby Bladeguard for the sisters.
Yeah. This is the best Bladeguard unit video. After all, it really is
I
that.
finally got what I wanted.
Your go.
Next up for me, Necrons.
Oh, this is a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you gone for?
I went with the Scorpack Destroyers. Purely based on the trailer that they were in.
Models aside, that one cinematic trailer blew my mind.
Do you blame me?
Probably not. What was the show? Was it Prior Nexus, the show on Warhammer Plus?
Yeah. I can't remember if that had a Scorpack Destroyer. I think that was a Death Mark.
Yeah, but there were also Scorpacks in it because it was they were fighting the Salamander guy.
What I took from Prior Nexus was that Illumos Ezeraz is a bad dude.
Oh yeah, he's scary. Very scary.
Creepy dude.
Spindly Crowd Man.
I really like the Triarch Praetorians and the Lich Guard. Like the Necron Blade Guard with the sword and board.
Horrible. I think I'd pick Ophidian Destroyers over those two.
They're fast attack. There's nothing
Is that my theme here today? Am I just picking fast attack?
Yeah. There's nothing elite about Ophidians.
Why?
Have you seen how small they are?
They're just the same. Ophidian Destroyers are the same as...
They're not. They're smaller.
What, as the crab people?
Yeah.
Nah.
They're way smaller.
Same bases, surely.
Nope.
Well, please let us know down in the comments if Ophidian Destroyers and... what are yours called?
Scorpack Destroyers.
Scorpack Destroyers are the same. I'm sure they're the same size. Sure. Positive. Where am I? Back in the room. Next up is the Adeptus Mechanicus.
I haven't got any elites. Oh, did you pick the robots? Castellan robots?
Did you pick the robots in the robot army? Yes. Yeah. So,
or the cat from Breaches? The death tractor things from
I'd argue the Breaches are probably leaned more towards heavy.
You've got no credibility.
Well, less so now because I went with the Cerberus Raiders, which is the cavalry unit.
So you picked the thing riding doggos?
Yeah, basically. I really like the cavalry stuff with the...
I can hear the comments on the click-clack machine already.
You're just like, oh, you got this wrong. My army doesn't play like that.
This isn't an elite.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
I'm with you, comments.
It's Cerberus... No, you're not. Don't join them. Cerberus Raiders.
Anyway, moving on. Tyranids. Tyranid warriors.
There it is.
There's an argument here that it should be the new Tyranid Raveners from the new kill team.
That's just an upgrade sprue, isn't it?
It doesn't look like it. I think they're new models.
Oh, are they?
So sols if it should be these, but I really like the warriors, purely based on Space Marine 2.
Oh, pause. What? So you leaned into Raveners and then you went old butt warriors?
Yep.
No.
Space Marine 2 brought it home.
No, because it's not... No,
the concept of them is cooler.
It's the Scarab Occult argument again, that they could be great, they're just not, so you chose them anyway.
I like killing them in Space Marine 2.
Difference is you've got better models.
I mean, at least I didn't pick something that's riding something else.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, Tyranid Warriors, they're really cool in Space Marine 2. The whole concept of them is just cool. So I picked them ones.
Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish.
What did you pick for your ones?
Unfortunately, next up is Agents of the Imperium.
It's coat he has, isn't it?
Well, he's definitely not elite. Neither is his model.
Shouldn't be a character.
Yeah, just hot butt. Next up is the Inquisitorial Agents. You could argue
They're troops.
these are troops. But what's their elite unit?
Did you pick the ones with sword and board?
It should have been Inquisitor Karamazov, but they binned
No,
it.
because he's a vehicle.
They bit.
He's a vehicle and a character.
Tau battlesuits are vehicles. Look, it's Karamazov. Obviously, one day they'll bring him back, and I'll be here waiting. But until that time, I think Inquisitorial Agents is the best pick for them outside of Sisters and Grey Knights,
Why did you go with these over like the RoboCop people?
because they're not elites.
Oh yeah, but you're playing fast and loose with the terminology for our own video already.
Yeah, I've very much broken the whole video already.
You didn't even go with the Navy Breaches. They're kind of elite.
I deem these as more elite than the others. But here we are. I'm probably wrong. If I am wrong, let me know down below.
Well, next up, one that you're going to have a strong opinion on. Chaos Space Marines.
Okay.
It's Obliterators.
No.
No, it's not. They are. It is possessed then.
Oh, fine. I'm alright with it.
You're not going to shout at me that it should be chosen?
Well,
Because what's really funny is you picked those for your troop choice.
yeah, I don't think I've understood this as a concept throughout the entire series. A moment of self-reflection is always handy, but I am like, you are an idiot to myself.
I'm glad we agree on that.
Yeah, perfect. But yeah, Possessed is a
Yeah,
great pick.
Possessed are really cool. The
pick.
new kit is unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is a great pick.
I played a game against someone that ran a maxed out unit and I just ran away from it as well. Run away!
Yeah,
So many attacks.
that is gross.
So many wounds. And also, got to pour one out for my boy from the Heresy, Argos Hull. The original Possessed.
Yeah, gone but never forgotten.
Yeah,
Spoilies.
looking at you, Erebus. He should have had it right.
Freaking Erebus.
Should have had a better death. Like,
Yeah,
the first Heretic is an
yeah.
unbelievable book. And then Erebus just goes,
Yeah. God, that character, man. That character. Next up, the World Eaters.
oh, it should be Red Butcher Terminators.
Should be, but it's not.
Please tell me you did not pick the Exalted 8-bound with their awful toe bean feet.
Look, the Beanie Weenies are the most heretical thing on the market.
Yeah, they are.
The Exalted 8-bound, it has to be.
Why? Why do you
Because
pick those over
they
normal
look-
8-bound?
Exalted look better than regular 8-bound, and plus Soz Beanie Weenies.
It's got toe thing.
Little toe beans on your Exalted 8-bound. Horrible. Gotta regret this. You'll go.
Blood Angels.
Is it a new book?
Why would it be a new book?
Oh, it should be.
There's only one pick, and I feel slightly aggrieved, like, picking it.
Why?
This
Just tell us.
isn't based on the new minis. This is based on the concept. It's the Sanguinary Guard.
Right.
The whole concept of them should, like, they puts them up here. Just the new minis that need wings.
Well, it's fascinating that you're putting up more of an argument for these than you did Tyranid Warriors, but, you know, I'm alright to move on from it.
I put up a sufficient fight for Tyranid Warriors. Space Marine 2. Enough said.
It's so broken.
If we could get... So if you add your own wings to Sanguinary Guard, then they're back up here.
Indeed.
Did that to mine.
Indeed.
Didn't paint them.
For sure.
In a box.
Yeah, it's because Blood Angels are dead. You've already started 4 armies since then.
That is not true. That is slander. You are not putting that on it. It's not 4.
How many is it?
2 or 3.
It's... No, it's 4. Since then, which was back in October last year, it's been...
Please no.
Yeah, it's been
Please
Krieg,
don't.
Krieg, Eldar, Emperor's Children, Spaceballs. It's been 4.
I haven't started Space Marine.
Shut your ass! I've seen them! Terrible. Honestly, no... Yeah.
Well, at least I know what a cavalry unit is.
Speaking of, next up is Genestealer Cults, and it's Atalan Jackals.
You already picked these.
What, in the heavies one?
Yeah.
Alright.
Spoilers.
Can I pick them twice?
Pick the abhorrence.
The what?
Abhorrence things.
All I heard was App Pirates, and I was like, what the hell is that?
Are they called abhorrence?
Abhorrence, maybe? Aberrance.
Abhorrence.
I was like, what the hell is an abhorrent?
You're an abhorrent.
Yeah. For the sake of this video, fine.
Aberrance.
Aberrants, maybe. They're the thick, juiced up ones, right?
Yeah, they're
Didn't I
actually...
pick those for the troop?
No, you picked the Atalan Jackals, I'm pretty sure.
No, that's for heavy, which is a spoiler for the next video.
I swear.
I'm sure I picked the juiced up ones for the initial one.
Maybe.
For the troops choice.
I mean, we might have already had this argument.
Genestealer Cults are very hard. They're very difficult army to navigate.
No, it's just Warhammer is very difficult to navigate for you.
Yeah, no, I'm struggling.
Very
much struggling.
It's cavalry again. What's even funny is like, there's not even an argument they're on like a thick bike. They're just on a dirt bike.
There's a real relief for me that the last one isn't cavalry. I was just like, please, no.
What have you done? What have I got next? I might be done.
So my last pick, because we can't count, or to pick what an elite's choice is.
What's even funnier is I had both knights, so I didn't have to pick anywhere near as much as you.
This is good. Good for me.
What's your last pick?
My last pick is for the Leagues of Votann. For an elite's choice, remember.
Please tell me.
It's the Pioneer Bikers. It's obviously not them. Choose.
It's the Terminator things.
No.
Iron Here Hearthguard.
No.
There isn't another elite. Everything else is troops.
Chthonian Berserks are not troops.
They're absolutely troops. They've got no shirt. They've got no shirts on.
They're thick.
They've got no shirts on.
Exalted 8-bounds have got their feet out.
Yeah, but warp shenanigans.
Well, pardon me, your warp shenanigans are fine.
Well, your cavalry.
They even come with a little robot that can dive in the way. I think they're fun.
They're small people with no shirts on. There is nothing elite about them.
How dare you?
I mean, maybe put
sizist. That's what.
Maybe put Genestealer in them, then they definitely become elite.
Oh, nice. Yeah. or yeah, like Dominic Toretto. Them. They're all in their vests. And like the funny thing about the street always wins, and then you win the game automatically.
While shouting family
nice.
At everyone.
That'll do it. Yeah. At the Emperor. Family. And he's like, what? Uno reverse. Well, this has been a very strange video, start to finish.
I mean, I've picked a bunch of elites. You picked
whatever I wanted.
you essentially.
I think the important thing to know is that we did very well.
I think I got most of mine right. You just went on the Warhammer shop and went, I like this.
That's what I do every video. You go, Kieran, go do this. Unless it's a Codex review where it's very stringent and I have words to follow. This is a very broad video. Very broad.
I'm just going to introduce you to when you look at the Trello card,
No,
it tells you what to pick.
It's something that maybe it's just
Elites.
It's selective reading. What are my armies? This is it. Excellent.
It's a wonder that you know your rules. I mean, I don't know my rules.
It's plot twist. I don't. I'm just rolling dice and having fun.
But yeah, leave us a comment down below.
Oh yeah.
Maybe with like just your armies picks, or you can go through every single one if you want. We can absolutely crack on. Would love to see it. Have a chin wag down there.
Indeed.
And also thank you to Warhammer Tacticus. Check out the pinned comment down below.
Warhammer Tacticus. We made it. Look at this.
Yeah.
Warhammer Tacticus. How cool is that? But yeah, go pick up your own bits and bobs down below. And a huge thank you to the list of Kieran's on the left-hand side. They're our favourite elites.
Is it left or right? It's my right, they're left.
Yep, strong.
We have this argument every third video.
Stage left. Strong.
It's the magic of cinema.
Magic of cinema, baby. Yeah, they're our favourite elites, and they are all cavalry too. But yeah, if you'd like to buy some cavalry or elites or Chthonian Berserks shouting family of your own, also go click the links down below.
Yes.
Shilling, I think, is just about over.
Like and subscribe.
Last one. Nice. Anything else?
See you in 2 years' time when we have to redo this because he didn't pick any elites.
Or next week.
Or next week when we do the actual cavalry video and you pick the elites for that one.
But yeah, no, thanks so much for joining us. Peace and love, bye, and see you next time.
See you in the next one.
Then
we'll be in like this. That's at the end of the video.
Just sound like a dog just barking.